Thundra. Thundra. You've been Thundrastruck. What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and in this video we're going to take a look at Thundra. Why Thundra? Well, she actually is a powerhouse, and also I had that opening theme idea way before Beta Ray Bill even came into existence, in game at least. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, leave a thumbs up right now. Go ahead, don't wait. And I also think you're going to enjoy the following battles. There were some pretty impressive hits, and also a very interesting matchup against Victor Mancha. That of course is what you're watching right now. But before we start the match commentary, I do want to say this video was brought to you in part by Agent Seraph One. So let's hear it for him.
Yeah! Woo, yeah!
Now, if you're wondering what's special about Thundra, she's a character that can perform a triple attack. That's right, if you have her Tempestuous Augmented ISO 8, which you can farm in Season 2, Chapter 4, Mission 5. Then when using her Cyclone Smash, she'll preemptively attack with Rolling Thunder. Then as far as the triple attack, that comes courtesy of her passive Wallbreaker. This says she performs a follow-up attack against characters with Protect or Shield effects. So she'll end up doing a Rolling Thunder, a Cyclone Smash, and a Lightning Round. 3 of her 4 abilities in one turn. But then, her big hit, the Perfect Storm. Well, that attack is special because it has Finest Hour, High Crits, and Paragon Exploiter. Having those 3 effects on one attack is an absolute dream. Both Finest Hour and Paragon Exploiter are incredible independent of each other. But put those 2 together and you have 1 hit potential. Every time. Or close to it. It of course does depend on your Finest Hour buffs and Pressure Points debuffs on the enemy. For Finest Hour or Rising Up, I use the 2 interchangeably. As far as teammates go, it's very hard to beat Heimdall. But Thundra also makes it much easier to keep those buffs. That's because she has the Resolute Empowered ISO 8. This will grant her Indomitable Spirit. Suppresses most effects that prevent or remove buffs. And you can find that in Season 2, Chapter 5, Mission 1. So yes, it is a big deal to have both of her custom ISO, but once you have them, like I said, she will be an absolute powerhouse in PvP. Unfortunately for us, in this first match, the thing that we were worried about when it comes to Victor Mancha happens. I personally can't recall ever seeing Reboot work for me. But I surmise that the enemy AI Victor Mancha may just end up getting that proc over and over again. And boy does he ever. I almost made a video just on this alone, but instead I decided to go ahead and put it in this Thundra video. But yeah, just check out all these reboots that happen in one fight. And if you didn't know how tough Victor Mancha can be, then check out my other videos on him in PvP, which I'll link on this video. Alright. Now with my agent, we do have the Neurotrope, but we're going to change this to the Neuropurge next battle. The reason for this is because we do have Heimdall, and I figured we'd be better off with some more Pressure Points debuffs, especially in a quick action AoE device. Trust me, that change will definitely pay off. But first, let's go ahead and take out Victor Mancha once again. And yes, he's going to get another reboot. There's absolutely no reason to hit him before he regains his health, but we've been doing that anyways. Also, since the Hulk is going to get taken down by counters, I figured why not hit him with a Perfect Storm again. Hey, at least this immortal Victor Mancha is giving us a chance to show off Thundra's attacks. So here goes another Perfect Storm that would have just about ended any other character. By the way, at this point I was thinking maybe he was bugged and just unkillable. If that would have happened, I definitely would have made a video talking about the immortal Victor Mancha, but I am happy to report that's not the case. Who knows though, maybe I'll try him out with Phoenix, and he may be extremely difficult to take down, especially in that situation. Anyways though, here's going to be another Ho Fund, and it does almost 13k. Then we'll use Rolling Thunder, Or I should say Cyclone Smash with the preemptive Rolling Thunder. And that drops him very low on health plus stuns him. So I thought we'll finish him off with an Atom Smasher. However, he gets another reboot. Right about now I was not happy and extremely bored with fighting this character. In fact, I almost aborted the battle. But I figured let's go ahead and use a Ho Fund, and our Perfect Storm should be off of cooldown. This attack from Thundra finally finishes the match. And admittedly, I do love it when the title character gets the final blow. So after that grueling match, we're going to move on to some shorter ones in comparison. What does that mean exactly? Well, they're about half the length. Our first opponents have Quicksilver and the Age of Ultron Hulk, plus the very annoying Cosmic Cardinal. Oh, and it's going to fire apparently after every single attack. Next up, we have the first turn with Thundra. However, she doesn't have any rising up buffs, and they also have the Scrapper costume, so we don't want to do any follow-up attacks just yet. Because of that, we'll just use her level 1. Then it's time for the enemy Hulk to do his thing. Luckily his clap does miss Thundra, and then he goes straight for a giant-sized Hulk smash. Now with our Heimdall, his first turn of course is very predictable. We're going to use his level 2, and then fully buff our team with his level 9. We're just getting Thundra ready, and the hit that's coming up was indeed the one that led the video. So you're seeing the full process that led up to that monstrous knockout. Oh, and it definitely does help that they had a Scrapper agent. And he's enraged Thundra even further. Then since we switched to the Neuropurge, we now have that quick action pressure points. And after we use that, we're going to go ahead and use the Blackest Void on the enemy team. Truthfully, I wanted to remove the quickness from Quicksilver and disorient them. Alright, so after Quicksilver attacks twice, we all know what's coming. First he goes with the tag team, then his level 1 on my agent. This unfortunately gets another Cosmic Cardinal proc, and I wish that mine fired like that. But it doesn't, of course. Just like my Victor Mancha doesn't get any reboots. Fortunately though, we can knock out anyone we want with our level 6. And I decide to go with who's up next, the Hulk. So just like that, Thundra obliterates the enemy Age of Ultron Hulk. And with Heimdall up next, his Ho Fund's going to do over 60,000 damage to their agent. I know in this match he's going to show up Thundra just a bit. But that doesn't mean she's not awesome. Maybe Heimdall's just more awesome. With my agent though, we use the Light Fantastic as an insurance policy. And then after Quicksilver attacks, we'll use our Cyclone Smash on him. That means first we get the Rolling Thunder, and then our Smash. Hey, so Hulk and Iron Man aren't the only ones that have a Smash. Following that though, Heimdall's going to use another Ho Fund, and it crits for over 63,000 damage. That's a pretty sick way to end it, even though Thundra didn't get the final strike. I'm not going to complain about that one. But next up for our final match, we're using Iron Fist. With his Ferric AISO that you can find in Season 2, Chapter 6, Mission 3. His Healing Chi and Praying Lotus grant rising up. He also prevents debuffs, so he ends up being a great support character to use with someone like Thundra. By the way, my agent began the match by removing Mystic Shroud. And now with Praying Lotus, we're going to give our team that rising up and prevent debuffs I was talking about. Next, the enemy agent does a very big hit on our agent with the Warbringer Axe. That was pretty scary, and with Thundra we kind of make a mistake, but at the same time I did want to try to stun the enemy agent. However, because he's in his Safeguard Scrapper suit, he is going to stop our Rolling Thunder. And then our Iron Fist shows him that he's not the only one with Combo Breaker. So all in all, we're going to come out ahead. Unfortunately though, we don't stun him. Next up, their Star-Lord is going to use Rock's Fall, but it's not as powerful as it once was. Regardless, it doesn't even hit our agent. So now on his turn, we can use the Neuropurge, and also the Light Fantastic. By the end of this turn, Thundra is quite set up, and I can't wait to see who we're going to take out with her level 6. First though, the enemy Null is going to use You're Not Worthy, and then after that, Ragnarok'em Sock'em on our agent. Then apparently the enemy agent was going to join in, and a combo breaker takes him down. That definitely narrows our choices for who Thundra is going to take out next. Since Star-Lord's up, we're going to go ahead and focus on him. By the end of this one, we do nearly 30,000 damage. That's enough to take out anyone. With my agent, we'll just use the Improbability Field, and then after Null's turn, hopefully we can end this one. Following You're Not Worthy and a Fatal Fist, we'll kick things off with Iron Fist level 1. This attack does have pressure points because of the pressurized A-ISO. Plus it has combo setup. Unfortunately, Thundra's level 6 is on cooldown, so we have to use a Cyclone Smash. The Rolling Thunder does decent damage, but then Iron Fist breaks up a preemptive counter with a combo breaker, and that will be how this one ends. That's also going to be the end of this video, so I want to thank you all for watching, and ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. Then until next time, good luck, and take care.